Welcome to Dynamic Mental Fitness Training's presentation of Neurosculpting Video Training for improved mental concentration, better mental focus, and stronger willpower. In part 2 of this 6-part series, we continue our discussion on the characteristics and processes of the problem that is procrastination. We also provide you with an effective technique to pull you out of any unproductive mental pattern and put you back on the path of forward progress. Procrastination is the result of a mental state combining generally habitual thoughts and emotions wherein the idea of working on and completing a specific task seems more painful and less desirable than putting it off or engaging in some form of distraction. The experience of procrastination in the mind itself is one of psychological discomfort, discontentment, anxiety, stress, fear, and emotional pain, most often occurring before a task is to be done, but frequently happening during a task which could otherwise be completed without discomfort were it not for the negative mental events going on in one's mind. In either case, the result is either failure to promptly begin or failure to properly complete a task due to the thought-driven discomfort. Procrastination tends to result from the mind seeking either avoidance or an escape from the pain it feels that it blames on the prospective situation of the task, and it doesn't matter to the brain that the pain it feels is self-created and imaginary, having nothing to do with the reality of the task itself. If you are like most people, your brain often creates imaginary pain in resistance to useful but mundane tasks, and blames those unpleasant experiences on the duties that have nothing to do with the discomfort. The objective facts are these. Either the task is actually unpleasant, or one is experiencing unpleasant thoughts or attitude toward the task. If the task itself is actually unpleasant to a degree that it causes actual pain, then some reluctance is understandable or necessary. Careful evaluation of such circumstances should be well considered. However, if the only discomfort, unpleasantness, and pain exists exclusively in your imagination, then you should wish to know whether you are being deceived by an overly active and undisciplined mind, so that you are not at risk of being deprived of a greater reward. Because procrastinating mental states are thought-based, then resolving them is a simple matter of implementing psychological solutions. Neurosculpting is about thought control and mastery. So when any painful mental state resulting from misguided imagination and misplaced emotions threatens to ruin your progress, you can use the tools provided through this mental training program to exercise your natural ability and authority to determine for yourself what you'll do, when you'll do it, and that you shall enjoy carrying out the action. Our second tool for breaking out of a procrastinating mindset is centering purpose. The approach is a thought control tactic known as signal displacement. If, while in the middle of any mental pattern, you consciously create a new target object in your imagination on which to direct your attention, and then hold your attention onto that creatively constructive thought with single-minded purpose, the ongoing mental experience will vanish in your perception to be totally replaced by the new target object and any related emotional content. Bring yourself out of the procrastination mental pattern by forging a clear image in your mind of the very first simple, small step of the task to be completed, and hold it there in your thought for 10 minutes. Brush aside all other considerations, thoughts, impulses, or distractions that may arise, and repeatedly bring your attention back to the idea of that first simple, small step of the task. Do not stop until you have cleared away all resistance and your mind is ready to accept the idea of acting on such a small, simple, easy task. Then begin the very first action, allowing no unpleasant thoughts or feelings to crawl their way back into your mind. Concentrate entirely on the task at hand. If you feel yourself slipping into negativity or distraction, simply repeat the process. Be sure to watch our next training video in this series, where we'll discuss the third powerful method for helping you defeat procrastination. This has been a Dynamic Mental Fitness Trainings presentation of Neurosculpting Video Training. If you need further assistance, you can contact a Dynamic Mental Fitness trainer via the email address of trainer@neurosculpting.com. That's neuro-sculpting.com, or by internet phone using Skype. The Skype address being dynamic.mental.fitness.